had no kind of experience. He never had some kind of prior relationship with God. And look at this. He didn't have no relationship with God, but yet still God needed Abram. Come on here. See, we got to learn to know in this way of God. Don't look down on a man. Come on here. Don't look down because how they dress. Come on here. Don't look on a man because what he drives. Come on here. We have that tendency to size people up on the way they look. God have mercy. But understand that God don't worry about the exterior, but God is concerned about the interior of the man of that woman. I have somebody praying with me, and see, because that Abram, who the man that Abram was, that Abram, it didn't even say Abram didn't had a relationship with God. He had any previous communication with the Lord, but Abram people included, watch this, his own father Terah. I may be pronouncing it right. That he worshiped, watch this. I learned that Abram's father, he was an evil worshiper. That he was an evil worship, that he didn't worship the God that we serve. He worshiped these false gods. And if you don't believe me, go to the book of Genesis 24 and 2 at your spare time. And Aaron's, come on, Aaron's former, come on, and current home were apparently enter of worship of the moon. But was I learned that in this study that Abram wasn't serving the God that we are serving today. God have mercy. And let me know that Abram was serving a pagan God. Oh, God have mercy, God have mercy. It's amazing apostle that when we look on a background of a man and you can see where God has fast forward their life to, it would literally blow your mind. And what really blew my mind that his name was Abram, and when God get through dealing with Abram, I believe in the 16th chapter, he changed his name to Abraham. God have mercy. And it behooves me, mother, that when he said we are the seed of Abraham, Lord have mercy, and because we are the seed of Abraham, because guess what? There was a blessing attached to Abraham. Oh, y'all ain't saying nothing here. Yeah, there was a blessing attached to Abraham. And so as him being Abram, well, in his middle era of time, he believed he was in the 70 to 75, but yet still that he was a wealthy and a settled man, and his father extended family in Haran, and he was married to Sarah. Y'all know Sarah? Yes, he was married to Sarah, not your sister, come on here, but not your auntie, but he was married to Sarah. And because they were at an old age, it fabricated in my mind that 75 years old and Abram was thinking about having children. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Oh my God. And I'm in my 60s and I'm running from them. Come on here. But he right there in the age of 75 didn't have no children, and the wife was barren. But he wanted a child. Oh, God have mercy. And I don't know about you, but when you have children and when they don't get of age, come on here. They don't get old enough and they leave the nest. And I don't know about you. I said, Lord, thank you. Come on here. That you allow them to get mature enough that they can fly for themselves. But Abram 75, he wanted a baby. That's what I say, Dr. Wood. I mean, God bless him. 75, I ain't got to worry about buying no Similac. Y'all ain't going to talk to me. 75, I don't have to worry about buying no Pampers. I don't have to worry about buying no pacifier. Lord have mercy, even though sometimes the older folks need a pacifier, because some of us whine like we are baby. Y'all talk to me here. The more God bless, we still whine. God have mercy. The more God do, we still ain't satisfied. Come on, the more that God keep making a way, we still ain't satisfied. But he was at this age here, but yet still in the midst of all of that, he wanted a child. Anybody in here want a baby? Okay. I just want to make sure, because sometime Pastor Campbell, somebody will be in the midst and say, Lord, I sure want a child. I'm 50 and I want a child. Bye. Okay. Yeah. But Abram was special. At his age, you'd think he would be rather enjoying life, and during that time, that's already past retirement. That, kicking up on the beach somewhere and just enjoying life. And you talking about starting a family all over again. Lord have mercy. I tell folks, I ain't knocking nobody, but I tell folks, when you reach that retirement age, you better enjoy it while you can get it. Come on here. You got some folks that reach that age and they're so greedy in life. Well, I can try to work till I'm 75. Well, 75 and 78 promise. Come on here. I don't know about you, but they say you can get it at 62. And while you're in good health, you better try to get it then. Come on here. Because see, the problem was today is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. And I know some of you say, well, I just like to work. But guess what? I like to live. God have mercy. See, because we can work ourselves to death. And we can work all the days of our lives and never be able to enjoy the retirement. The 40 and the 30 years that we put into these jobs, and you don't live to see it. So people, when God bless you, come on here, and you can retire and you are in good health, you better enjoy the Lord. I wish somebody could work with me, and I couldn't understand, Apostle, and been on the job, and I said to myself, Lord have mercy. And then I said, I'm gonna do 20 years, and then but I said I was going to do 20, but God had another plan, and I said, well, I'm going to retire young, but I didn't want to retire that young. Y'all ain't talking to me. And because the job came to an end, and they said, well, Wilson, we don't have no more room for you. We give you 24 hours to pack up your office, everything out of your office, and we're going to say goodbye. And I said, no severance pay, no nothing, no benefit, because a new company came in and they bought everything out. And they said, well, your position is obsolete. I said, all right, I got to get out of here. And they said, well, I tell you what, you can do what you want to do. You can apply for unemployment. But we no longer need your service. And I said to myself, I said, Lord, okay. I said, God, you got to be careful what you ask God. I said, well, God, I just said in the back of my little mind that I want to retire early. Come on here. I did not know, Prophetess Woods, that it would have been that early. So at 58, they gave me my walking paper. Y'all got a piece of paper? Give me that thing, Shannon. Piece of paper. Chelsea, when they give me my piece of paper, said I was terminated. Brother Earl, I had that piece of paper. Went from the conference room, one building, walked into my building where my office was. And I had that paper, y'all, and I said, walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. I asked the Lord to walk with me because, you know what? I had a peace of mind. I didn't worry about tomorrow because I know that God's hold my future. God have mercy. And I said, Lord, what is this? And I heard God said, if you trust me, I will provide for you. Even y'all heard my testimony the other night, and all kind of things begin to happen, and it was so bad that I started applying for this and applying for that, and they tell me, no, I wasn't able to get any of the benefit. Watch this. This been 22, May 22. I said, Lord, what shall I do? Apostle, I heard the voice of the Lord. He said, I will take care of you. And some of us that when God speaks like that, we don't have enough sense yet still to trust God. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I know the word of the Lord says, seek him while he may be found. And if you can't find him when you're seeking for him, trust his heart. Come on here. And because he said it, I had to believe it. And then I said, okay, God, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. No income coming in. You're living off what you had already saved. And I learned that how much you spend, that's okay. But if you ain't adding nothing back in it, it's going to run dry after a while. Y'all ain't hearing me. So you got to learn to know how to trust God. And I kept on going, and I never complained about my affliction. But there was one thing, God have mercy, one thing I promised God. I said, God, you put me in this position, and you said that you are going to supply all my need according to the riches and glory. I said, so God, now I got to trust you. But the thing is, I didn't ask God for money to pay my bill. Y'all ain't hearing me. But instead, I'm asking God, I need money to pay this, to take care, so that I can survive. The only thing I asked God, I said, God, that when I go to church on Sunday, I need you to make sure that I have money to pay tithes and to make sure that I can pay my offering. Oh, y'all ain't saying nothing. And these my finance committee here, and they can tell you every Sunday I come in and I will pay tithes, and I look at people that are working don't pay no tithes. Y'all ain't saying that. People that are working didn't pay no offering. But I told God, God, if you do this for me, I said, I continuously to preach your word. And y'all came out now. Let me tell you something. 3 years has passed and I haven't received an income yet. And let me tell you something. God has taken care of all of my need. Oh, y'all ain't talking to me. Y'all ain't talking to me. And see that when we can obey God and we can hear God and then I was there, Apostle, and when they told me they said, don't apply to do nothing. I said, wait a minute. But you promised you're going to bless me. You said if I do your will, you promised you're going to bless me. And I keep hearing folks not saying other things. But I hear the Lord keep on saying, just stay right where you are. See, I learned that, guess what? Nobody know your story better than you know it. Y'all know sometimes folks try to look in your house and try to tell what's going on in your house. And they confuse what's going on in their own house. Oh, y'all ain't saying nothing here. So I learned to keep my nose in my business so that God can fix what I need him to fix. Oh, come on here. And I said, Lord, and the Lord said, you stay right where you are. I had no sense, and I believe Apostle Weather was down there one year, and all of a sudden, during my anniversary time, the church came up, y'all, and I didn't ask them, and I didn't know how to get in my business. But it was nobody, that son of mine, Dwayne, had to tell them. And they got in my business, y'all, and they paid my car off. So when they told me, say, your car is paid in full, I just, we kept on going, and God continued. Keep on speaking. I want y'all to listen this. I had engagement all over the place. I seen what hit me the most, that all the engagement that they were calling calling me, Brother Earl, and I'm trying to figure out. I said, they ain't calling me to do no revival. They calling me on Pastor's anniversary. So what happened on Pastor's anniversary? That means you coming to be a blessing to that leader. I wish y'all would catch the revelation. And I would go, and I wouldn't go with a small pocket. I would go, and I will bless the Lord. I will bless that man or that woman of God. I would bless them without reservation. I would bless them about worrying what I had to do, because I remember the promise of God. God said, I will take care of you if you do my will. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, just do the will of the Lord. And see, and sometimes some of us we don't want to do nothing unless we get to stick our. You got some folks. You ask them to come vacuum the church. Well, how much the church could pay? They know I'm one of them smart mouth preachers. I tell them, pay you no attention. You want the church to pay you, then you don't even pay tithes. You better give that service to God and come in here and vacuum this floor and clean the church. And see, you got some folks that always want to be a receiver and don't want to be a giver. I tell them at many times as we travel, I tell them especially y'all, especially when I'm driving my own vehicle, even if one of them driving it. I tell them, you have the nerve. We stop to the gas station. That's why a lot of them used to like to ride with me, because they know wherever we going, when I get to the church, the car already full with gas. Everybody want to ride with the pastor, but what gets me, they could jump in your car, mother, and they could go in the store, come out with a Pepsi and a nab, and they got nerve to get in your car with their nab and their Pepsi. They ain't got nerve to say, well, oh, pastor, you ain't want something? You know your intent of going in the store. You should have asked before you went in the store. Y'all ain't saying that. Y'all don't have them kind of people. They are right in your car. You pick them up and you carry them place. They don't even say thank you. Listen, I'm going to get out of the way in a minute. If you want to be blessed, you got to be a giver. See, because he said the more you give. So now, you know what behooves me? I like that. Y'all responded back to me. We know this, but then we won't do it. I try to teach the church about giving. When you are giving something from your heart, it not always have to be money. When you got a pure heart about something. When you go in the store, look at here. Some of y'all go in the store and you say you get 2 for 1. Especially when you buy them big roll of toilet paper. Ain't nobody saying nothing now. Buy them paper towel, and I said, well, they said, you get 2 for $10. Ooh, well, I will sure get me some and stack them up. And I try to help the church about learn how to give. If you're going to spend $20 and you already got 4 big pack, 24 or 12 pack of toilet paper, you ain't going to use all of that in 1 month. So instead, why you can't say, watch this. Well, I'm going to get, it's a 2 for 1, 1 for me, 1 for pastor. Ain't nobody saying that now, Apostle. Okay. We use toilet paper too. Oops. You get paper towels. We use paper towel too. If you don't want to give it to the pastor, bring it, because the church always got to function with folks eating. Come on here. Some of you got nerve when you feed them to give them to go trade. You ain't got no napkin. Did anybody bring any? So the key of giving, you got to learn to receive. You got to learn to be a giver. So as I looked at the condition that Abram was in, that did not even had a relationship with God. But God looked at Abram because he saw something in Abram. And see, God is the only one that can see beyond what the natural eyes can see. See, because we're so quick to judge, like I said, the exterior. We don't want to look past what we see on the outside. I always look for a good in a person. It doesn't how bad they are. It doesn't what bad choices they make. I said, because the Bible says everything God made, there is good. Come on here. I don't care if somebody did some heinous crime, but yet still God made that man or woman. And he did say there is some good in that man or in that woman. And then as God looked at Abram, I realized that there was 3 instructions that God has given Abram. He told Abram in the first word God told Abram. The first word he said to Abram, go. Remember, and the word that when God told Abram to go, Abram still did not know where he was going. Uh-oh. Now some of us get upset when you ask people to do something and they say, well, I'll do it, but I don't know what to do. You ain't telling me what to do. Well, God did not give Abram no specific place to go. He said, but I will show thee. In other words, he said, if you go, I will order your footstep. Y'all ain't hearing me. So he said, now, the first thing he said, go. It's important to note that Abram is given a two-sided instruction. God called Abram to leave behind his family. Number one, he said, leave from your country. Most of us, we don't want to leave when we have already established. We look at what we have already accomplished. And you say that I don't want to leave all of this behind. But look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, if God say go, you go. Oh, Lord. And I know sometimes it's hard to comprehend the mind of God. But God told Abram to leave his country. And number two, God told Abram to leave his extended family. Number three, God told Abram to leave his father's house. Because God said, I will show you the place to go. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, whatever he lead me, that I will follow. That even though that Abram wasn't obeying the God that we serve, but God got Abram and he turned Abram around so that he could use Abram for his glory. In the verse 12 he said, if you leave your father's house, he said, I'm going to make your name great. I'm going to give you a great nation. Sometimes God got to pull us out to put us where we need to go. Come on and shout yes. Come on and shout yes. But I look at Abram, that when God he told Abram to leave his family. Ooh, I know sometimes it's hard to leave that man. It's hard to leave that woman. But if God said it, I'm going to believe it. Come on and shout yes. Come on and shout yes. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, your blessing is on the way. Let me hear you say yes. Let me hear you say yes. God told Abram, your name is going to be great. Where you're going, I'm going to give you a group of people that's going to be a blessing to you. Those that curse you, don't worry about them. I'm going to curse them, but where you going, you're going to be a blessing. Let me hear you say yes. Let me hear you say yes. Does anybody need a blessing? Has anybody got room for God to bless them? I don't know about you, but I'm waiting on the promise of God. I'm waiting because God has said it. He said, I bless you and you're coming, and I bless you and you're going out. Let me hear you say yes. Let me hear you say yes. Bethel, don't you know that when you came in into the sanctuary, God had already promised. He said, I bless you in your coming. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, I'm already blessed. Come on and shout yes. Come on and shout yes. We are about to leave here, but God declared on our exit, He's going to bless us on our way out. Isn't God good? Isn't God good? Let me hear you say yes. 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 Is anybody in here waiting on their blessing? Some of us, we are overdue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Woo, Sunday. I heard the Lord said some of us is overdue. Some of us ain't realized we are sitting in our past due blessing. Ah. Some of you have been faithful. He said, when you're faithful over a few, I'll make you ruler over many. Even in the midst of our sickness, some of us press our way. I need every preacher in the room. Anthony, if you can, Brother James, pull them water a little closer. I need every preacher in the room. got a calling on your life, and they feel like God got a calling on your life, they feel like that's me. Pick up the Bible because God tell him to preach. A calling on your life can be anything. Dealing with kingdom. Be an armor bearer, nurse and usher, church secretary. But a lot of us want high places. There is a price to pay to be in high places. What I've went through the past years, I have some folks tell me, even some pastors, that, boy, if I were you, I would have been quit. If I quit, brother, where I'm going? I mean, where I'm going. I don't have no sense, Mother Withers, about nothing but just to serve the Lord. This is my life, y'all. This is all I know. This is literally all I know. All my life, I'm a little boy. Only thing I know is church. And my sister here can tell you, when we was little, we used to play church at the house. I'm 6, 7 years old. We playing church. And guess who they had for the preacher? We didn't have no better sense. We children. Prophetess, I laid hand on them and they're falling out. I ain't know why they've been falling out, but they've been falling out. I guess during that time, God was orchestrating things right there. We were children, but we didn't understand. But as I got older, I began to understand what God was doing while I was in my lad period. And when God spoke to me, God said, son, he said, before you leave, he said, I want you to bless my people because there are folks in there that is overdue. There have been some things that have been promised for some years, and God said, I'm getting ready to release it. God said, I'm getting ready to do it. I'm getting ready to do it. Who in here suffer with nerve problems?
And just one. Thank you, thank you. All right. We got a few more. Just anybody that have a family member that you know that is sick, or somebody that you know that's need. You got a troubled son, you got a troubled daughter. Come get it. Come quickly. Come. You need to hold. Let me see if we can get enough. You done had two in it. Ah! Oh, okay. Him too? Yeah. Yeah, let me handle it too. Let me get one at first. Let me get everybody to get one at first. Yeah, see. Make sure those that right now, if you need to, just wait a second. Let everybody make sure that they get one. Let me hand it to them. Yeah. Make sure. Do they get one? Okay. And then okay. Connie, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. All right. You got that? Okay. Sorry. Okay. Jesus. Signs and wonders. Signs and wonders. Now, if you said it didn't work, guess what? It's not my fault because you didn't believe. Glory. Jesus. Yeah, give it to him. Thank you, baby. All right. Ebony? Okay. Yeah. Wait. You call that the church. Okay. All right, my brother. There you go. That's it. Anybody else? That's it? Anybody want to double for the trouble? I ain't getting nothing yet. That's it. Don't take them back, son. Come on, bring come on. Bring it in. Hallelujah. All right. I got two. I can give you one because somebody. Excuse me. One more. Huh? The man. Oh. Get you. Okay. That's it. We just release every blessing of the Lord upon his people. The blessing of the Lord will add riches and shall not add no sorrow. If you feel like you've been blessed, clap your hands. From this day until the end of this year, so much miracle going to take place in some of y'all lives. Things are going to start happening. You're going to see sons and daughters going to start changing their behavior. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Children that you had not been talking to going to start coming around. Listen, because we hear what the Lord says. Some of y'all that's on your job, they say they got a freeze, but guess what? Get ready. God already lifted that freeze. Some of y'all can get a promotion. Some going to get raises. Come on, my sister, they believe it. Did she hear God? That's it. Yeah, God said it. Yes, sir. We release it in the atmosphere. In the name of Jesus. The Lord is good. Back in the hands of Apostle Weathers. Thank you. Hallelujah. All right, come on. He said it's offering time. All right. Who's in charge of finance? How many people can stand with me with